And if you were sitting in a war room, and as long as it stays on fire, that's peacetime. Everybody happy. North Korea ain't upset. Russia ain't upset. Nobody's going to try to blow us up. Everybody's happy. Got conflict. Which, secularly, that's a good time. The military's at ease. Nobody fighting nobody. Nobody blowing nothing up. Everybody's okay. You're okay. I'm okay. Then there's another level called DEFCON 4, which is our armed forces reach a certain readiness, and we're not ready to go to war, but it's kind of like a post 9/11 situation. Whereas we can go to war, but we'd rather just too loud. It'd be like DEFCON 5. Many times Christians live a certain life. They know they want to go to heaven. Oh, I gotta live right. Well, maybe I'll wait a little bit longer before I do that. Gotta give me some more time. Then we have a DEFCON 3. It's the armed forces readiness has increased to normal level. Which means that when 9/11 hit our country, we may not realize it, we was at a DEFCON 3. Which means all the president has to do is pick up the phone and tell NORAD, nuke them. 15 minutes later, they're all in airplanes. DEFCON 3. DEFCON 2 is when the armed forces are ready and have deployed, which means they've already sent out all the battleships, they've sent out all the planes, everybody's ready to press the button, everybody's sitting there waiting for a word and say, let's go. I thank God that we've never reached DEFCON 1. Because DEFCON 1 means the guy sitting in the silo, he only has one instruction. Turn the button. And the bomb will drop. The only reason why we've never seen a DEFCON 1 is because they didn't come up with this system in 1960. So there was no DEFCONs when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. Because it hadn't been created yet. But now it's in place. I hope we never reach that point of when we have to nuke our brothers and sisters. Right. For whatever purpose, for whatever reason. Even though our current president gives the impression. Y'all might think Donald Trump is crazy. Donald Trump's not crazy. Donald Trump's a businessman. He's looking at, after I get out of president, I want to be the first trillionaire. I watch his movies. They're all designed for one thing. To put a Trump Tower in every city around the globe. The only way to do that, you can't nuke them. Then you got to pay money to you. You don't kill all your customers. Who's going to go to your place and kill them all? So he may act like he want to do it. I doubt very seriously. Could be wrong, but I doubt very seriously. So as we look at our difficult times to come, I tried to find somebody in the Bible that did the best they could to preach God's word, but what happened was people don't receive everybody, especially when you're young. When you have an age on you, you tend to be received more quickly than someone who's 18, 19, 20, or 30 years old preaching God's word. And even back then, there was a gentleman by the name of Timothy that has similar situations. In our today's society, we find that children who spend time in a spiritual home, I'm not saying everybody, listen to what I'm saying, that people that come from a spiritual home, because they have word that was poured into them, when trouble comes, they have something to go back on. Some may agree, some may not. When you have children that have no training, that have never been to church, that have never opened the Bible, that don't know how to call on the Lord, when they have trouble, they tend to do something unnormal. When a person that was grown up in the church, have been brought to Christ, have sat under grandma, under grandpa, under parents, and have taught them how to live right, even though they may have strayed away, if they've gone too far, they tend to come back. That's just my opinion. Come back. They have a vehicle, something built into their subconscious mind that allows them to come back to what they first knew when things were good. Many times when trouble comes, it comes to chase you back to your first love. So when that trouble comes, or when that difficult time comes, do not get upset with what God is doing. God is simply separating you from the people that mean you no good anyway. And since you can't see it, God allows trouble to prune you so that you will understand what to do next. See, it's one thing to have a relationship, but the only way you know what a bad relationship is God give you one or two of them. So when you run into that next fool, you can recognize the fool for what he is because you already had two fools. But if you never had a bad relationship, you don't know how to act. You may think, I'm so in love. No, you're in love with a fool. Until they act one, you don't know what you have. So it's a good idea to wait on the Lord so that he will lead and guide you what to do. Because I've come to the conclusion that when somebody says they love you, you should do something or create the environment at your worst condition to see if they still love you. Because if you wait till you get married and they find out the real you, they may leave you. So it's a good idea to sit down with that person if you made a decision, this is the person, and say, look, this is what I really am. Can you deal with it? And many times those difficult things that we have inside of us eventually will come out. It's a matter of time. You can't have weed forever. You can't have it forever. You cannot hide alcohol forever. You cannot hide it. So what happens is, when you have a commitment, one thing I like about what Timothy was dealing with was that he was a young man brought up in church. His condition was that his father was a Greek and his mother was Jewish. This is what Timothy went through. He met Paul. How many of you realize that Timothy didn't write Timothy? Paul wrote 1st and 2nd Timothy. He was in jail when he wrote to Timothy, and he simply addressed it 1st and 2nd Timothy. So he was simply sending 2 letters to let Timothy know, hey man, you're going to have to come forth and do these things. But here was the problem.